What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. Anderson is in the house. We're hanging out in the beer shed, getting ready to check out some new beers. The one we have today is called Dragon Lady Doppelbock by Rinkuškiai, and this is a brewery out of Biržai, Lithuania. Where did you find this one, man?
First of all, are you sure you pronounced all those things correctly?
Absolutely not. I probably mispronounced everything but Dragon Lady. Let's be fair. My Lithuanian is not great. A lot of those letters had upside down things on them and marks and umlauts and all that stuff. So I'm 100% sure I mispronounced them. My apologies to any people from Lithuania that may be watching the video.
Well, anyways, over Labor Day weekend, I was down in Cincinnati checking out some breweries, and I went to this crazy place called Jungle Gyms.
I've heard about it, dude. It's supposedly the greatest beer shop in the world, huh?
It's not just a beer shop. It's a grocery store, buy everything store. It's just insane. I mean, they've got a craft soda aisle bigger than most beer shops.
Yeah, I mean, I watch this guy's thoughts. The guy Jay lives down there. I know he went down there and bought some wild, energy drinks and soft drinks. I know he had I should have told you to get it. They had a Mike Tyson one, a Mike Tyson energy drink in that place. And I want it just for the can. I'll never drink it because I don't mess with energy drinks. But even I have my limits.
Next time.
Yeah.
But they even have a bar where you can get drinks and beers. And they have a badge on Untapped as well.
Do they?
Yes, for
a location one?
A location badge,
That's
Jungle
pretty
Gyms.
Sweet. That's pretty
But you can get a pint of beer and wander around the beer section.
It sounds like a law school exam question. As you spill it and all the bottles topple onto you, and who are we suing?
They're stacked much higher than me. The shelves are much higher than me. I have to reach up. At 6'3", I have to reach up to the top shelf to get the beers down.
Wow.
And it is just a massive... The store in general is just massive. And then their beer section is also just incredibly huge. It's a great place. If you're anywhere near the Cincinnati area or passing through Cincinnati,
check it out.
Definitely check it out. And the beer section is far in the back, so you have to walk through quite a bit of the store to get to it.
So what inspired you to buy this? The label?
Of course, the label caught my eye. And then I looked at it and said, you know what? I don't think I've ever had a Lithuanian beer.
This looks like it should be on the cover for the movie Heavy Metal, or when Arnold Schwarzenegger was in Conan the Barbarian or something. It's pretty interesting. But what happened? We have had Lithuanian beers. We both had the same ones.
From the same company.
Yeah, which means we drank them together. I think we actually got them at the Andersons years ago. Because we had Werewolf and Effin' Awesome. One was 2014 and one was 2018, according to Untapped. So it had to have been the Andersons. I don't know where else I would have seen something like that.
I might have just picked those up at Simone's or Rosie's or something just to mess with you. Yeah, expecting them to be terrible.
Well, look, to be fair, the selling point has this giant thing on it that says 8.2. So it's not saying I'm a good beer. It's saying this will get you mangled, right? This is kind of the giveaway.
We may have even found those at that little beer store by the Detroit airport.
Oh, in Monroe?
Yeah.
That is a very good beer shop. It's very slept on. When we saw it, I think we stopped there to go to Taco Bell or Wendy's.
We went to Wendy's and said, screw it, let's go across the street and check out the liquor store.
Yeah, it would look like a place where you pick up prostitutes and buy crack. But then when you go inside, it's amazing.
I mean, expected to have every version of OE and Cobra.
Yeah, but it was an amazing little shop. Every time I go to the Detroit airport and I come back, I'll always stop in there. It's an amazing little shop. It doesn't look great from the outside, but looks can be deceiving. Never judge a book by the cover.
Just like Super Liquor 4. You expect that to be...
Yep.
Just like the name sounds, but it's an amazing beer store as well.
You expect the fanciest thing to be the Busch Light Apple, and you go in and you're like, whoa. Yeah, it's got everything. Yeah. So you ready to check this bad boy out? 8.2%, nothing on the IBUs. Does pretty well. Ratings, I mean, Untapped at a 3.24 is respectable. Beer Advocate at 3.04, again, respectable for something that's selling point seems to be a high ABV. Overall score on Beer Advocate is 74. Okay, not bad. Let's give it a shot, bro.
Every time I hear Dragon Lady, it reminds me of Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino.
Oh, yeah? I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, Eastwood's pretty good, in general. I don't think I've seen anything with him since, Unforgiven 8 million years ago. I'm trying to not damage this cap because I want to keep it.
The cap is cool.
Yeah, it's got a pretty interesting cap. I'll take a photo and put it up there so you can see it. All right, you ready for this? Got some bubbles going already.
A photo? What are you, 90?
Listen to me. What else are you going to call it?
Pick.
Pick it. No, it's a photo, dude. Listen, this is a doppelbock, right? And we already just drank maybe the best doppelbock in the world. And now we're going to go to this. It's going to be tough for it to match up, to be fair.
But the picture on this bottle is better.
The colors are night and day. I mean, that last one we had was also a doppelbock, but was much browner.
This
much
one looks
darker.
like malt liquor.
Yeah, this one looks like Mickey's or something, bro.
This one looks like I'm going to taste the 8.2%.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? To be honest, I mean, if we should have done a comparison with these two. I mean, obviously that one's a much higher ABV, but they're both same style beer and similar kind of thing going on there. Color-wise, this is just clear. I mean, honestly, it looks like a Miller Lite or something in there.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Fair amount of carbonation, decent amount of bubbles. As far as the color, if I'm going with the SRM chart, I don't know, maybe like a 4 or 5. Yeah, I mean, it's not very dark. So we'd say maybe pale gold if we're lucky. Head, not much. I mean, it's a thin white head, nothing too crazy there.
Doesn't hang around very long.
No. Let's give it a sniff.
Almost smells like an adjunct lager.
Yeah, it has like a corn smell. It's not strong though.
No, I mean, you really have to.
For the 8.2, I was expecting it to be like a big gross sweetness, and it's really not. Now, for comparison, the last doppelbock we had, you picked up like raisins, you picked up like a nice malty smell, and I'm not really getting on this. It does smell like an adjunct. Yeah, I've had enough of smell in this one. Let's do it.
I wonder if the style is kind of different depending on the country you're in.
Yeah,
their interpretation of the style.
It could be, or maybe it's just 8.2% and trying to get you mangled. I mean, could be.
Could be.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's really sweet.
That's an adjunct lager.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like. I mean, if you gave me this and said that this was
Bush,
not even Bush. I mean, I would say more like one of the like Steel Reserve-ish or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you get like that. You definitely. Now, I will say this: it's not a big alcohol burn. It's not gross in that regard, but it's sweet, and to me, it's bordering on the cloyingly sweet. It's not so much that I dislike it. Like, I don't think it's bad. It's a little sweeter than I would have liked, and not in a good way. Like the last one had a nice sweetness to it. It was kind of like, like molasses and malt and a little bit of sweetness there. It was delicious. This is kind of like, I don't know, the bootleg version of that or something. You know what I mean?
I mean, this is really just straight up an adjunct lager, malt liquor kind of in that realm. I would never ever call this a doppelbock.
Yeah.
I don't know why they even applied that name to this.
Maybe stylistically something in it is that way, but I mean, I guess you can call your beer whatever you want, right? I mean, see all kinds of beers labeled as lagers or this or that, and you're like, I don't know what this crap is.
It's just not a doppelbock to me. I mean,
there's honestly not a whole lot going on with it. Like I said, a bit of sweetness, and it's that adjunct sweetness. A bit of malt. Maybe like a very light kind of caramel sweet kind of thing.
I mean, I expect bock beers to be darker in general.
Well, and be more robust.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This is a little bit syrupy.
Yeah, it's definitely syrupy.
It's syrupy. I don't know. It's not great, but I'd also say that it's not bad. It's not like I would drink this. Where we did that Kings Island one, I couldn't drink the rest of it. I threw it out. Did you drink yours?
Yes, I manned up and drank mine.
Yeah, you're gonna have green turds tomorrow, bro. After that thing, man, I'm not messing with it. That was nasty.
That's all right. It's your toilet.
I don't clean it. Don't worry. The housekeeper will be angry, not me. You're not gonna be invited back.
So here's the thing, though. Is this true to style?
I would say no, in my opinion.
Or even close to style?
No, I wouldn't think so. Would you?
No, not at all.
That being said, would you drink it again?
Well, that's where I was going.
Yeah.
As a doppelbock,
it's an F minus.
Absolutely not. I would
think
not drink this again as a doppelbock.
Yeah.
If you told me it was an adjunct lager or
a malt liquor,
if it came in a 40 bottle.
Ironically, the funny thing is that one said malt liquor on it, right? Like the other ones,
Which one?
The Samichlaus, whatever it is, said malt liquor on it. Yeah. It said malt liquor right on the bottom and was delicious. And this one's just straight claiming doppelbock.
But if it came like that, it would be serviceable. I wouldn't seek it out again, but I wouldn't turn it down.
So what's the?
It's like you've said in some other videos. It's eh.
Do we create the eh today?
It's like.
Do we create it?
It's just like eh.
I said this the other day. I think I'm going to create it. We're past the 365. It's time for an eh. We're going to go with eh.
We can go with an eh.
It's getting an eh.
Yeah.
If someone gave me this, I wouldn't turn it down. It's drinkable. It's certainly not something I'd seek out.
And it's not. If I was looking for a doppelbock I absolutely wouldn't pick this.
No. But if I, how much was this? Do you remember? I imagine they're probably relatively cheap.
I spent $200 at
You don't remember
Jungle
what was
Gyms.
what?
I don't know what was what.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm guessing if you have this on it, right? I mean, that's luring in hobos and bums and stuff. You know
Like, what
I'm
is the
saying?
point of this other than advertising?
What I mean, to lure in people. Look,
Hey, you want to get smashed? Buy a couple of these.
well, look, and to be fair, I've had some conversations with people. I get it. Not everybody's got money to buy $20 bottles of beer. Completely understand that.
Absolutely.
If you were trying to get mangled for a few bucks,
That's probably worth it.
you could do worse than this. I mean, I would take this over Steel Reserve or some of the other things. Now, it probably costs more than those, but I think it's better than that.
Unfortunately, I don't remember.
Yeah. So for the first time ever, officially, this gets an eh.
Just an eh.
Yeah, it's not bad. Hopefully you like the video and don't give us an eh. Give us a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Have you had any other beers from Rinkuškiai? Maybe I pronounced it right. I'm not sure. Like I said, we had the Werewolf and the Effin' Awesome. I know I've seen them before because I remember this little bib thing. I've seen this bottles. And they always have like really cool label art, I guess, to lure you in.
Right.
And if it worked, right? It worked. So, hey, let us know what you think. Till next time. Cheers.